Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
Can people stop fusing for 5 minutes? Goku and Gohan are playing baseball. General entry, take a nap. And just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna grab an elixir as well, just in case someone needs it. But with that, I think it's time to head back to the world map. Because as Dr. Briefs was telling us, the enemies throughout the world have become stronger. I don't believe that affects the airships. I'll actually double check while I'm here. Okay, no, they have actually gone up in level. Alrighty, cool. Granted, we are over level 100 now, so that might have something to do with it, but we are equipped with something that makes us able to deal with this properly now. Yes, now that they've done it once, we can perform the fusion dance whenever we want. Fusion Ha! 5 minutes of experimentation time with Gotenks. Thank you very much. No, not in the mood for your nonsense. That's Trunks leveling up to level 112. And that was rude. That was very rude, because someone else wants to level up. Goten primarily. And now Goten is level 112. And those are some tacky looking glasses. So yes, we can now do the fusion dance whenever we want, and because it's not plot sensitive, oh yay, a replacement bandana for the one that got swiped. Yeah, because of the fact that this isn't plot dependent, it is limited to 5 minutes. Because enemies in airships have gone up in level, of course, all of the areas throughout the map as well have had a level increase. I think if I go to Fukuro Forest, we immediately see a change. Yeah, level 110 barrier. And Gotenks cannot open Goten or Trunks barriers. We need to be the separate half Saiyans in order to open those barriers. So we can't actually go into the expanded Fukuro Forest yet as Gotenks. I'm actually going to go to all these areas and see if anywhere will let us in. 110. That needs to be for Gohan. Another bandana. Trunks is level 113. Goten is level 113. And I can't adjust their stat points when they're fused. So they've leveled up twice. Cool, I'll remember that. Alright, what color is this door? Goten. Okay, Thieves' Den. Thieves' Den's open, okay, cool. Oh boy. But these enemies are still at the same tier. Okay, so the enemies are still at the same level they were because we didn't have a new barrier to break down. That makes sense. So we'll see more differences when we go to some of those other areas. For now, the reason we're here is because the turkey was actually for the guy back in this lighthouse. Do you have a turkey I can have? Yes. Thanks a lot. Have this. Another Hercule exhibit. Now I'm wishing I had some Hercule to wash down that turkey. If you get me some Hercule, I'll give you something good. Unfortunately, this is not Disney's Hercules on the PlayStation 1, so I don't know. Wait a minute. Do you have Hercule? Yeah, we do. Hey, cool. That's another Hercule exhibit. Now I have a stomachache. I could really use an elixir right now. If you get me an elixir, I'll get you something cool. We did just buy one. Can I have it? Thanks, I feel much better now. That's 3 more Hercule exhibits. You know what I've always wanted to try? Dinosaur tail. Could you get me one? Of course, I'll give you something cool in exchange. We're getting a lot of Hercule exhibits from this guy, so the importance of this is pretty high. But unfortunately, we are not at a stage where we have seen any dinosaur tails. So for now, we'll have to cut it here. Another ship, another ship, another ship. No, another bandana. So the only place we haven't really checked yet with Gotenks is Natade Village. And it's the only place that actually has a barrier for him, but he is far too low a level to get in. That's difficult. Because I'm pretty sure if we come back to this barrier later in the game, it's gonna get even harder, which means this is gated progression for now. and is preparation for now as well. That to me suggests that until Gotenks combined with Goten and Trunks is at level 140, we are not ready to head to that main marker and progress the plot. So you know what that means? That means we need to wait to defuse and actually go through some of these areas. So what that suggests is the best course of action at this point is landing somewhere, opening those gates up, and then making our way in to see what's changed. Also gotta love how Gotenks' idle animation is him just balancing on one finger. Alright, time to defuse. Now who... Yes, I needed Trunks for this. Good thing we're at a good level at the moment. Alright. Let's see what new Fukuro Forest has else to... Where was I going with that? Let's see what else Fukuro Forest has to offer. That's what... Ooh! Ninja! The ninja have been at war with the airship bandits for ages now. The ninja are offering a bounty for any warrior who defeats an airship bandit in battle. We've actually beaten quite a few at this point. Just bring us a bandana to prove you've defeated a bandit. Why do I make the ninja sound like my terrible Vegeta voice? Bring us the head of Kakarot! I don't know. But we did collect a couple last part, if not also while training to go to the bandit hideout in the first place. So, there you go. Thank you, warrior. Here is your reward. We get a Hercule exhibit for our trouble. And it doesn't stop at just one. Have you brought us any bandanas? Here is your reward. So that's 2. Take this. That's 3. Here, take. Thank you. That's 4. Ichi, san, yon, go. Thank you. Here's your reward. I count 6 for 6 on bandanas and Hercule exhibits there. Thank you for your service, warrior. So yeah, because I'd been stockpiling a couple from when I did the training before going after the Dragon Balls, I actually managed to amass some of them before I started going for them. Now, has anything else changed in the forest? I believe some of the enemy types have actually got harder. Yes! We now have the Black Samurai, the Ronin that we saw in the volcano. But, since I'm here... No. Fusion dance. Left, up, down, left, up. Left, up, down, left, up. I hope Cosmo vs. Goku will forgive the fact that technically they always do the fusion dance lined up the other way. But for the most part, while we're here and leveling up both Trunks and Goten, the main thing we're going to be doing is just checking if anything's changed, see if there are any new items we need to pick up, and then just making our way back and checking some of the other map locations so we can get some solid progression of the shinobi as well. And they're still doing the stupid thing with the scouter not scanning half of them. What is this nonsense? I'll cut in when we've got important discussion going on, but other than that, this is fantastic. This is fantastic. We now have an opportunity to go through some old areas. Ooh, is that the super cape? Is that the super cape? There are a couple of super pieces of equipment, which... Yes, this cape has magic that makes Super Saiyan last longer. There are a couple of super pieces of equipment do exactly that, which especially for Goku, since he can turn Super Saiyan 3, that kind of stuff's going to be very handy, and it does scale across to those higher levels. But yeah, it'll be good to go through here as Gotenks, so both Goten and Trunks can be getting the experience, and we can actually work on both of them at the same time. I'll cut in when we've got important discussion going on, but other than that, speedy go fast. 120. Awesome. Which, now that we're further along in the plot and it's not really a spoiler anymore, I feel like I can finally talk about it because we've seen the good and evil sides of Boo. Way back when I was last in Fukuro Forest, I was talking about one specific android who I've mentioned twice already, who I have yet to actually talk about. That is Android 21, who, like Dr. Giro turned himself into Android 20, he turned his wife into Android 21. And that silhouetted figure that you saw last time I talked about Android 21 is actually her true margin form. Because what makes Android 21 so dangerous compared to quite a lot of the other androids actually, is the fact that she is actually an android but the same race as Boo. So we think about how Evil Boo came out of Majin Buu, then absorbed Majin Buu and became Super Boo. The Boo form of Android 21 is effectively what happens when the evil side takes over and the conscience is left to the wayside, where the human side of Android 21 stops having any input. Oh! I really should have healed Gotenks there. It's a good thing I went back to get a Lazarus Crystal. Okay, note to self, go and buy more later on, because that's dangerous. I guess there's the big question of, is Android 21 canon? She does exist in Dragon Ball Xenoverse, but in terms of the Z continuity, the only place that I am aware she exists is within Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. In some capacity, at least that's what I've heard. If that is true, then I'm happy to count her in part of the canon, because I mean, I like androids 13 through 15. Domaru of Shadows, traditional samurai armor made for stealth. I'm happy to include Android 21, she's really cool. Really, really cool. They're a family in a very messed up, mad scientist kind of way. Okay. So we've done some substantial leveling here. So time for us to head back out. Wow, we actually got down here pretty quickly, which means unfortunately I can't even go through the gate yet, so I'm gonna have to wait now until they defuse. Four, three, two, one, fusion Unha, or some such similar equivalent. Okay, we are done here. Time to check the next location. And I believe Pilaf Castle was a Goten barrier? Yes, 120 Goten, so let's get the best boy. Break that barrier down, and dance. In the right order this time. B up, A down, left. B up, A down, left. Fusion, ha! And 5 more minutes of fun. Oh, it actually feels good to give Gotenks a little bit more mileage this time. Okay, Rapscallions right off the bat. But yeah, now that we actually have some solid time to play around with Gotenks, I feel like that's more reason to actually play around with some of his special energy attacks, because again, the boys are training, they need to learn what they can do. I think I've scanned, the Night Destroyer before, but you're not a good thing to test the energy attacks on, so I'm just going to punch you until you explode. There we go. 127. 127. Awesome. Flippers. That'll be very good for getting fish. Enemies keep dropping sunglasses. They're terrible, but they keep dropping them. Oh, laser turrets? What? Ion cannons, yes. The return of the laser cannons from Barbady's ship. But more powerful now in Pilaf's castle. Ever since Majin Buu's evil side absorbed himself, Pilaf gave this place an upgrade. Totally canon. What are you talking about? Ultra Volleyball attack, when it hits an enemy that doesn't have some kind of gimmick to it, traps them in a volleyball for a couple of seconds, and then if you punch the ball, it crashes into a wall and then explodes. Really fun attack, I do love it. But dang, look at the amount of damage that did. That actually took him out really quickly. He's got the playfulness of Goten with the hard-headedness of Trunks, and what that basically results in is a lot of flair and a lot of finesse in the way they attack. Doom, doom, doom. And look at that. The Ultra Volleyball attack was pretty impressive, but 2 rounds of the Super Kamikaze Ghost Attack took out a Night Destroyer with ease. Gotenks is strong. Let's keep going. That's to where the thingy is, and that's to that room, so all I've got to do now is go back through the middle, through the cannon room. Okay, you guys are doing your thing again, and can I use these? No. They were a one-time thing, apparently. Stab it. Stab it, stab it, stab it, stab it, stab it. That actually took a lot more grunt than I was expecting, to be honest, but are they the only enemies here? Huh, I think they're the only enemies here. Interesting. Okay then. Oh good, and the barrier actually stayed down this time. Alright, next location. So pretty much that means the only other place we have to go to is Natade Village, which specifically, if I remember correctly, had a grey barrier on it. But Gotenks isn't a high enough level. Ah, still gotta go up another 9, fine then. Actually, no, nuts to that idea. We're not getting to the level 140. Nuts to that as well. Because if I'm remembering correctly, that's actually one of Gotenks' largest character barriers in the game. Meaning they're not expecting you to open that until post-game. So, while we're at this side of the map, let's do the more important thing and go to the Hercule Cafe and drop off all those exhibits we just picked up. Because after that, we really don't have any reason, logically, to stay awake. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, and I think there's one more? 9. 8! 7! Okay, 7. I very poorly gauged that one. Cool beans. Well, okay, with that in mind, other than maybe taking some dirty clothing to Mrs. Briefs to wash, yeah, we really don't have any other reason to be exploring at the moment, so I think now the best priority is to go back to the lookout and actually rest, you know, that thing we've been avoiding all part. Actually, I have no idea if Gotenks can nap. Can Gotenks nap? Also, more to the point, the timer's not actually on screen. Are they actually even going to defuse? Okay, it does actually work. Nice! Well, I guess after that, we have no real reason to avoid going for a nap, so high priority now is to Goten that doesn't count. With time ticking away and Majin Buu growing more and more impatient, will the boys get stronger? Find out on the next exciting episode of Dragon Ball Z.